And
Yeah.
so and I know on the cleaning, right? Because we talked about like, the cleaning products that you use. It's like some people use the wrong product, some people just use something really random. So I guess for people who, let's say, I don't know, either hire someone or they're having their own cleaning business, like what do you suggest to people? Because I know you're a founder and you're CEO of Andy's Quality Cleaning. What do you suggest to people who have cleaning, like what they should use and how they should use it?
So basically, I really suggest everybody to make sure that they actually also taking care of their health.
Mm,
And because we already surrounded with so much chemical and in food products and just in the air,
yeah.
so it's better to have organic products. So
Mm,
I definitely suggest any organic product they can get. What I use is pretty much also on an organic base, and why I like it is basically because it does an extra thing, adding to the cleaning. It does push away the dust for longer term,
mm,
some reason, whatever it's inside. I think it's coming from a tree, and basically it doesn't smell, and it does make things shinier, and just a general shine, not like oily shine, just generally, and it makes the furniture actually much nicer. I don't know how to
yeah.
say it. And that the dust gets away for longer term. Like other products I used before, it's like one week later I see the dust, and after this 2 weeks.
Right. Interesting. So
Yeah.
then for people who, let's say, run cleaning businesses, what do you think is something people do to get more clients? Like what is your successful actions in getting more clients or keeping clients? Like because I know a lot of people use them, sometimes they use them for one shot, like they just have one client that pays really well and that's kind of it. Or they buy one person and then they kind of forget about that person who just cleaned, then they move on to the next person. So what do you suggest to people who to have a routinely what's the word I'm looking for? Have a client that always comes back to you. What do you like? What is a successful action do you think that helps with that?
The care.
Hmm.
You really care about the person. You really care about the needs always. Because I believe that every 6 months life changes, even sooner sometimes. And every 6 months I ask if anything new they want to add the list, anything new change. Sometimes they get a pet, so things change. So I always care. It's not just like one time I got the client and it's mine forever. No, if I don't keep it in communication, I will lose it.
Right.
And that's one thing. And then basically the care factor goes into that how I improve. So I ask a survey. I have a survey and I ask, how can we improve?
Hmm.
And they answer me, and they're very nice. And then they just tell me, this is what I would love you to do. Is this okay? And then we get into communication. So I always care about the clients. I'm not saying every day, because not every day, but I do have a system and I follow it. Like basically I didn't talk to this person this time ago. So I need to get in communication to see what's going on. Everything's okay. And then
Yeah.
I just see their reaction, if they're happy or not. And then that's how I go with. I just look at them or hear them. And even from their answer, I can tell if they're happy or not. And then I make sure if they're not, then I fix it. Because that's always just more needs, because the change always there.
Yeah. I find it really interesting is, talking about the systems and things that you put in place. Like, I think it's very fascinating because each organization, even such a thing as cleaning, is like there's an organizational matter and there's a system of actually how to do it. And there's either a right way or a wrong way. And it seems like that, what you've made is really a successful action in terms of either getting more clients or keeping clients that you've had over time because of they liked your service so much.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, the care factor definitely one selling point. The other thing is your products and your professionalism. You know what you're doing,
Right.
and then getting always new clients in is a must.
Mm,
You can't sit around with all clients that you have for 16 years.
right.
No, it's not how it goes. You always have to put out yourself. You have to put yourself out there every time, no matter what. And new promotions always, like always a sale, always a deal. See where I can actually make this more interesting and more interested. And I always find new level of interest in cleaning. Like what's the people's interest now these days? Why would they hire me?
Right.
And a selling point is really the organic point, the care factor, and the professionalism. These three.
Interesting. Because I know also too is that, as time is going on, like, you and I have known each other for 15 years, and cleaning has definitely evolved in those 15 years between, the technology and like the servicing industry. Like, who is it? I just saw something about, like, I don't know if you know this, but like, they made a kitty robot cleaning machine that basically cleans the cat litter for you. And it just, all it does is spins around, So do you think over time, do you think like some of these things maybe get replaced, like in terms of like, either technology or the overall things that are done by cleaning?
I have a funny answer for this.
Okay.
Because I do have these running around machines already on the floor, right? And sometimes I do make videos with it, me and Selfie, and then they want to try to replace me, with these kind of circle things.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this: a robot would never able to reach high, but it would some basic. And that's good for basic, but not for high standards. And what I'm looking for is high standard clients and high standard services to give, so their quality life better,
Right.
With the AIs and all these things that's coming in, is actually, it's a good help. Somebody who doesn't have any time for any kind of basic time, for between their jobs and being home or being in the office and clean. That I understand they would save some money on it, but somebody who wants really high quality level of cleaning and care, who actually could go out, even buy them whatever they need, or take the dog down, like extra services we also do, if there is interest in it, that an AI might be, this is the funny answer. An AI, a robot, can actually stuck into between a chair and a bed and would not move anymore, And then what do you do from far away in your office to restart?
So it sounds like we should stick with humans for a while.
In cleaning, I suggest if you want a really quality life. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.